Welcome back to video number 2, palette cleanser. This is all about the royal family and of course, day 2 of the Earthshot prize. We're going to cover it all. Let's jump in and get there, shall we? Let's go. We are going to start off with Mike and Zara Tyndall, who went to the annual Champions Ball at the Dorchester Hotel in London. This occurred on November 3rd. You guys already know I just love these guys. And if Harry ever steps down from the Invictus, I think he would make a great patron. Thank you to Remoulade Sauce, as usual, for showing us what she was wearing. Let's move on. Next up, I want to send out my best wishes to Queen Camilla. She has been taken ill with a chest infection. That could be anything from bronchitis to pneumonia. And she's had to drop all of her events. But don't worry, the Duchess of Gloucester is picking up the mantle and will be attending in her place. I'm guessing she caught whatever while she was on the trip with Charles. Everything was so wet and damp, you know, the weather. All right, let's move on. Let's move on now to Secret Weapon Sophie. On November 5th, she visited Legoland, Windsor, in her role as patron of the National Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Children. This was being hosted by Legoland. Oh, that's so funny. Anyway, Numbers Day is a math-inspired fundraising event that gives free math resources and activities for children all the way up through second, school. Schooling is different in the UK. We all know that. Anyway, she went in and she decided to try her hand at, I guess you guys, I don't know what you call it in the UK, but here it's called mini golf. Well, she appeared to be having a really good time and things were okay until she hit the ball and it came back and hit her. Like she hit herself with her own ball. I don't even know how you do that, but I don't know. And I'm not getting into this whole thing, but unless she hit something and it came back at her, I'm trying to figure out how she hit herself in the head with her own ball. The logistics, I don't get that. Okay, let's move on. Anyway, financial expert Emmanuel Asuko was there. I hope I'm saying that right. Celebrity Johnny Bull, the Great British Bake Off 2023 finalist Josh Smalley, they were all there as well as local school students, and they all had the opportunity to meet Sophie. You know, sometimes being a patron comes with some perks. That is some good-looking cake there that she cut for everybody. FYI, the money that will be raised from the Numbers Day goes to support services like our school assembly, Speak Out, Stay Safe, which helps children understand abuse in all forms and educates them on who to turn to for support. Oh, I love that. She received some absolutely gorgeous flowers. She spoke to a lot of the people there. And then, of course, she headed out. Good for her. I hope she didn't injure herself too badly. Whack to the head. Wow. Glad it was the ball and not the thing she was smacking the ball with. And a big thank you to Remoulade Sauce for showing us what she was wearing. Let's move on. Whew. All right. Next up, we have King Charles, who received, I hope I say this right, Sheikh Abdullah bin Mohammed bin Saud Al Thani. He is the ambassador to Qatar, I believe is how you say it. His next visit was with, Rajendra Kargi, who is the ambassador to Suriname. And finally, he met with George Minari of Vadunadu. All three presented their credentials. We're going to move on now to Prince William. Really quickly, William was seen wearing one of those friendship bracelets that we've been seeing around. Obviously, Charlotte made it for him. It says Papa on it. How sweet is that? This is like a family thing. We've spotted George before wearing one of those friendship bracelets on his left wrist. Here it is a little closer for you. When King Charles was on his tour with the Queen, he was spotted with a friendship bracelet on his right wrist. Here it is a little closer for you. These are obviously being made, again, by Charlotte. I love that this is like a family thing. She makes them, passes them out, and people wear them. Fabulous. Moving on. Next up, we are on day 2 of Earthshot Prize, and William took a walk with none other than the crocodile's son, Robert Irwin. I love him also. I love the accent. They took a walk beneath South Africa's iconic Table Mountain. They were walking with some other people, though. They were in an area called Signal Hill. Now, this is a very famous scenic overlook above Cape Town. And they were there because they were trying to spotlight the need for biodiversity conservation. The mayor of Cape Town joined them there for the final part of the walk. Oh, fabulous. William was able to speak to rangers, conservationists, firefighters, mountain rescue volunteers, biodiversity experts, youth advocates. This area is specifically known for rare and endangered plant species. So William was saying that it's essential for biodiversity, for global biodiversity. This walk, it's being reported, underscores William's commitment to environmental stewardship just before the Earthshot Prize Awards, which, as you're watching this, are taking place on the 6th. But you guys know I work 24 hours behind, so we'll be covering that tomorrow. Now, at the top of the walk, where you can see the ocean, oh my God, what a beautiful, just a gorgeous area. The South Atlantic was below. You saw the suburbs of Cape Town. William was taken to meet a group of youngsters from a foundation which promotes mental and physical well-being in their community. The founder spoke to Prince William and talked about how they use the outings to the mountain and parks to encourage the appreciation of nature and caring for it. Now, this guy, after speaking to William, said he was very chilled and a cool guy. And, you could just see the way he interacts with people. And he wanted to know what our vision was and what we're doing. And he was very interested in everything we had to say. Basically, guys, this wasn't just for show. William was actually doing work. A big thank you to Remoulade Sauce, as usual, for showing us what William was wearing. Let's move on. Now, he went back to the hotel, he changed clothes, and William met up with Cyril Ramaphosa for a courtesy call at the Janando, which is the official residence of the president in Cape Town. Now, of course, all the articles are saying that this visit is indicative of the strong ties that the UK and the royal family share with South Africa, and this is another step towards deepening those historic ties. The president said that South Africa was very pleased to host this year's Earthshot Prize Awards because it highlights the impact climate change and environment degradation have in Africa. And this is where William, I just want to say, really showcases himself as a statesman. You guys know what I'm saying? Anyway, some other pictures came out that just, got me. First of all, thank you to this person on Twitter for this, because to be in communion with another soul. You guys see the chandelier and everything? Yeah, Princess Diana was there as well, in spirit, of course. Now, for those of you who don't remember, this gentleman made a visit to the UK in November of 2022. It was a 2-day state visit. We had our tiara moment. His trip was delayed due to COVID, but come to find out, his first trip was during King Charles's reign. He met Catherine. I love these pictures. Now, as day 2 progressed, Prince William took part in a panel discussion. All right, I'm going to try to say these names. You guys have got to give me some, leeway here. The panel discussion was with trustee Tokunbo Ishmael and young climate leader Aaron John, and they took part in the inaugural Earthshot Prize Climate Leaders Youth Program this week. Now, the panel was moderated by Earthshot Prize Council member Wanjari Mathai. Now, during this discussion, Prince William said, and I'm quoting, "This allows young people hope and a platform to channel their urgent optimism to deliver solutions." They're the ones I want to give the platform to. Take it where they feel it's going to be the most useful, and to see it as something that provides a better future for them and their families. And then the guy John said, "This is the birthplace of innovation, and we can see a lot of innovation coming now. There's resilience, there's culture, and there's success." Ooh, I love that. Now, of course, it did not go unnoticed that William was wearing his tie. We've seen it before, made from recycled plastic bottles. A big thank you to Remoulade Sauce for showing us that. William then went later on to the last event of day 2, which was the United for Wildlife Global Showcase. And William talked about the, quote, troubling reality of the crisis facing the natural world, which he says is on the verge of an irreversible tipping point. He was seen walking in with Lord Hague and Amanda Berry, who is the CEO of the Royal Foundation. FYI, this took place at a place called The Lookout, which is on the V&A waterfront in Cape Town. Reminder, United for Wildlife is a conservation umbrella which has now more than 400 organizations across 6 continents, and it includes law enforcement, financial institutions, transport networks, and conservationists, and it was founded by Prince William's Royal Foundation. William also talked about the poaching that goes on and talked about the illegal wildlife trade and how it is a key driver of decline, and that the people who are out there trying to stop the poachers are guardians of the planet's most precious resource. See, this is real star power. This is somebody who's really going to change the world, not just word salad. You guys know what to do. Hit the like and the subscribe button and the bell. Put your comments down, make them good, and then go down into the description box where you'll find the links to my Twitter, my Gettr, my Rumble, my email, my Patreon, which is currently paused, a physical address, and my Amazon wish list. For those of you who've donated to my coffee fund, thank you so much. And as always, you guys, have a great day.